Okay, we'll start. Good afternoon, class. You are welcome. Okay, are we all ready for the class? I need your writing pen and your book. Can you please display them? Let me see them. Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy. You are welcome. Okay. Thank you, Absalom. All right. Okay, what was our last topic last week? What was our last topic last week? Waiting for the answer. Commerce. Thank you. Who is this Galaxy J7 call? Please use your name. Don't use nickname. If not, so you'll be blocked. Okay, write your name instead of your nickname. Is that taken? Okay. You only write message, you only chat on when you are asked to. Don't write any other thing different from what we are doing in the class. Don't use your messages to disturb others. Let's make the class to be strictly class activity. Thank you. Farouk Abdul Malik, what is BVD IFRGJ? Is that the name? Posito Junior, your name is needed. All right, last week, you're welcome. Last week, we treated commerce and we were able to talk about the division of commerce. So what are the division of commerce? Division of commerce. What are the division of commerce? Waiting for the answers. Abraman Shehu. Okay. You write your answer in full. Division of commerce are, don't give one out of the two. We have two divisions. We need the two to be. Okay, I'm waiting for the answer. Who's the lucky winner? Division of commerce. Abraman Shehu, good job. Trade and aids to trade. Abdusamad Dunti, good of you. Good of you. Now, what are the aids to trade? I think those are the things we did last week. What are these aids to trade? Galaxy J7 call. You have not given your name last morning. Abraman Shehu is not transport, it's transportation. Correct yourself. Abdul Samad, good job. Okay, can we briefly have test? Abdul Samad is transportation, not transport. Good job, Ayatul Aliyah, can see that. Techno DP7C Pro. We need your name, not the phone name. Okay, you want to give me the 7 aids to trade so that we'll be able to quickly finish the revision. Nice one, Jude. Osase. We have advertising, warehousing, transportation, insurance, banking, communication, and tourism. Will they be able to come back?
No. Because I did the same thing from this morning.
Maybe he's trying to write his name.
No, since morning I'm doing the same operations for them, for Techno, DP7 Pro and the others.
Okay, maybe their parent dropped. Maybe their parents.
No, they can change that from the Pro. Okay, you can continue.
Okay. Okay, good job, boys. Thank you, ladies. Ibrahim Lawa, you're welcome. I'm expecting your own answer. What are the aids to trade? All right, let's move forward. We explained the aids to trade last week. We discussed advertising, which is the creation of awareness, warehousing, act of keeping goods until when they are needed, transportation, involve movement of people and goods from one place to another, insurance, provision, making provision against future loss, banking is saving your money for safety, tourism, visitation to different location, and then communication. As we said, today we are going to discuss what we call trade. You can see from this picture, a man is giving out apple, and the other one is rendering, is giving out the what? Money for the apple you want to collect from the other man. To this regard, we are going to, that's what we call exchange, which means trade. Now, what do we have to achieve today? We will know the importance of commerce, meaning of trade, type of trade, types of home trade, and types of foreign trade. Last week, we've written notes on importance of trade. Did we? Note on importance of trade. Are we having that in our notes? Can we move to the next slide? Let me see your yes or no. Do you have importance of trade in your notes? Yes, thank you. I did not complete last notes. Why? Oriade, did you copy it last week? Nadia, no. Okay, screenshot that, because this is one of the last week note. You can quickly screenshot, then we'll move. If time permits, we can still go back to this. Ayatollah, it doesn't mean anything. You have your note or not. Get a note, copy this note. You can then attach it to your note when you get to school. Is that taken? This was one of the notes we wrote last week. Okay, I'll give you 2 seconds to copy the note for those who are still copying. Same. Lawal, what do you mean by same? Ibrahim Lawal. You've copied it last week, is that what you mean? Ayatu, are you writing? You are not writing. Get note to copy this. Ibrahim Lawal, good job. Leave him, I know him. That's his name. Thomas is his name, yes.
What about 100?
Yes, is the 100 is not that. I think that is what they used to code the phone, but I know the is
Okay.
Thomas is part of his name. I know this. Thomas, can you remove 100 in front of your name? Just leave it to be to Med. Your account will be blocked any moment from now. I think you can read the text sent to you. Ibrahim Lawal, noted, you didn't bring your notes. Get a note, copy the note inside it, you then attach it to your note when you get to school. Is that taken? Good boy. Okay, are you ready for the next? Now let's move forward to today's class. We have trade. If you look at the definition given to you last week, we've already given the definition of trade, but it doesn't matter, you can still put it in your notes because we are going to explain them in full along with the types of trade. We have trade is the exchange of goods and services. It is simply the process of buying and selling of goods and then exchange of services. When you give money, you get something in return. We ask, what are the types of trade? We have home trade and then foreign trade. I had to get something, get a note to copy down, to write down this note. Ibrahim, are you doing the same thing? Get a jotter to write the note. You are going to write test on this next week. Okay. Noted, I had to. But nevertheless, copy it because we are going to show them to me next week. We are going to show a new note to me next week. The person using Nokia, what's that your name? All right. Next slide is home trade. This form of trade occurs within a country, within a nation. Is that clear? Home trade involves the exchange of goods from one place, one part of the country to another part of the same country. Please take note of these words. Part of the same country. For example, in Nigeria, country in Nigeria, we have trading from trader in Lagos to another trader in Onitsha, Lagos to Kaduna. In this type of trade, there's no restriction. You can buy as many as you can. You are not going to be penalized on why. Then the another name for home trade is domestic trade. You can also call it internal trade or local trade. Home trade can also be called domestic trade, internal trade, or local trade. Is that taken? Now, as we have home trade is divided into two. Home trade is divided into two. That is types of home trade. We have wholesale trade. Wholesale trade and the retail trade. Can I repeat again? Types of home trade. Home trade is divided into two classes. One, wholesale trade, WHOLESALE. Wholesale trade, and then two, retail trade. Have you written that? Can we change the slides? Domestic trade is another name for. No, I don't want to welcome. No. Agunbiade, you have to be as smart. Oriade. Can we proceed? So offset trade. For those who are done, I said type the next heading. While we are waiting for those people that are still writing, we have the next heading to be types of home trade. That is the next slide. Home trade is divided into two classes. One, wholesale trade, and retail. Number two, retail trade. So what do you understand by wholesale trade? The people involved in wholesale trade are called wholesalers. The people involved in wholesale trade are called wholesalers. Agobiade, sorry, we can't wait for you. Jude, are you writing? Okay. Now you can write. Wholesale trade involves buying in large quantity from the manufacturer and selling to the retailers or final consumers. They can. So the people. Can we change the slide? Okay, Abdurrahman Shehu, what's your question? Abdurrahman Shehu, I'm waiting for your question. I'm not sure if the slides will be on YouTube. It depends on the way it's being recorded. Is that taking? So I'm not sure. Thank you. Okay, now look at the next one. We have foreign trade here with me. This is what we call, this is the type of trade that takes place between two or more countries. It is also referred to as external trade or international trade. That means a foreign trade, we can also call foreign trade international trade or external trade. In this type of trade, different currencies are used. For example, Nigeria can sell crude oil to other countries. We can also buy cars and some other items from other countries. Further, we said when trading takes place between only two countries, it is called bilateral. Why the one that involves three countries, we have what we call multilateral trade. They are still part of foreign trade, international trade. We're talking about you are talking about two. Multi, you are talking about more than two. Jude, I'll still go back to the slides you are missed. Is that taking? Wunti, can you quickly run through the slide, slide 7? Okay. Okay. What is the meaning of entrepot? Okay, Abdurrahman Shehu, entrepot, when talking about entrepot, we're talking about re-exportation of the goods that you have imported from another country to another country. Take for instance, you imported goods from UK to Nigeria, and immediately, without doing anything, maybe reassembling or any other thing or repackaging or anything, you transported the goods back to another country, take for instance, Ghana or Benin Republic. That is what we call entrepot. Maybe it's usual, sometimes it's you. Oh, okay, thanks for that. So in this situation, this multilateral trade can be used to regard that is entrepot is the one we're talking about the different country. We're talking about that of it involves more than these entrepots can be more than with more than 3 countries. Saying for if you're the type that have agents or customers in many countries. So you can quickly change it. You can get your goods. We have clients in other country. They produce the goods for you, send back to you, send to your country, and then you start dispatching it to your customer in other countries. So that is entrepot. Okay, I think we can change the slide now. Agunbiade. So I need 4 years. After the 4 years, I'm going to change the slides. Apart from those people who have already said yes, from those people who are saying no, 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 no. Based on show.
Yes.
It's contributing. Is it the? Is it? Is the one asking question?
No, look at
the picture. Yes. Okay, I will tell him. I'll tell him. Okay. Abraman, if you want to write yes, you write just yes. Kayode, Sheyi, if you want to write the yes, you write stop this your why. Is that taken? You are in class. Last warning for you. If not, you will be blocked from this class. So your yes should be YES. Nothing more, nothing less. Sheyi Kayode, is that taken? Okay, good of you. If I should see that, you will be blocked from the class. So last warning to the 2 of you. To 2 of you, okay? Okay, good boy. Now, can we change the slide so that we'll be able to complete the class, the note that will end the class? We'll have question, interaction. Oriade, I need only yes. I don't need your yes. Just 3-letter word. Yes. 3-letter word. Yes. I want you to know that this class is being monitored by the management. So you have to comport yourself, behave well. You are in class. Is that taken? Don't write beyond what you are meant to write. Your yes should be 3-letter words. Yes. Your no should be 2-letter word. No. Okay, I think we can change the slide now so that I'll be able to complete the time is not on our side. Agunbiade, what is it again? Agunbiade, let me just advise you. Maybe you first screenshot the stuff. so that you'll be able to look at the lines that you are going to be leaving while we're changing the slide. Okay, you are done now. Good boy. Winty, we are waiting for you. Okay, thank you. Now here we are, we have the types of foreign trade. Types of foreign trade. Foreign trade can be further divided into three classes, namely import trade, export trade, and entry ports. Import trade, export trade, and entry ports. What did you mean by import? The word in. Coming into your country. These are goods and services. Very good. These are goods brought into a country from another country. They are coming into your country. Example of goods imported to Nigeria are electronics, textile material. Okay, if you can't do that on laptop, I think you're going to use, maybe use phone to snap the screen. So after the class, just for you to know the lines you are going to leave. You understand? You can use your phone to snap it. So by the time we're about to change the slide, you just look at what the numbers of line you need to leave so that you join the next slide. Yes, Ikenna. We have shoe factory and textile material factory in Nigeria. But at the same time, they are also one of the imported goods. Is that taken? So you can give as many as you can, the examples of the imported goods that you can. Don't just restrict it to the what are, because we're just going to have tests on this. At the end of the class, please, can you go to? No problem, that will be done. Are we all done? Can we change the slide? Ibrahim Lawal, what's the meaning of your birth chart? Yeah, you rather use yes, nothing more, nothing less. Yes, can you correct yourself? If not, I will block your. Yes, we don't need any other thing from the word yes from you. Ibrahim Lawal, last warning. Okay, good job. Agunbiade, we are waiting for you. No abbreviation. HMP is meaningless. Ibrahim Lawal, did you still want to be in the class? Okay, walk. Agunbiade, walk. Are you done? We need yes from you. Thomas, how many lines did you still have to write? Agunbiade, don't leave space. Complete your notes. Because I'm still going back to give you those ones you have not completed. Okay, while we are waiting for others, let's quickly have our class activity. Okay. Just to evaluate what you have learned, what you have written, what you have. Oriade, are you ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Stage 7, question number 1. Write the question and provide the answer in your notes. You are going to display the notes to the answer to me. Are you ready? Okay, let's go. Number 1, state 7 examples of imported goods to Nigeria. You have 3 seconds, and I'm counting. 1, state 7 examples of Or just say 7 imported goods to Nigeria. Can I start counting? Don't write in your note, don't type it. Write the answer in your notebook. Question number 2. State 5. Can I make it 5? Let me just make it 3 for you so that it will be 10-10. State 3 examples of exported goods from Nigeria. So who's getting the 10/10? I had to question number 1 was state 7 imported goods to Nigeria. Why the second question is state 3 exported goods. The imported is the goods we normally bring from other countries to Nigeria. Then the exported is the one we take from Nigeria to other countries to sell. Assignment. Highlight the differences between home trade and foreign trade. As I said, if you want to do that, when you want to, you either use tabular form. Okay, now, I told you don't write, don't type, write in your notes. We are still going to mark together when everybody will see the answer projected. Okay, are you there? You can use tabular form to answer this assignment question. Where you're going to divide your note into 2. You write home trade in one side, the other side for foreign trade. You talk about home trade in one side, and we are going to be comparing them. Home trade is this, why, then the other side, foreign trade is this. In home trade, they do this, foreign trade, they don't, you understand? If you don't want to use that, you can also write it in as a sentence, where you are going to use the word while or whereas to differentiate. Yes, this is the assignment. Highlight the differences between home trade and foreign trade. And now further said that when you want to differentiate, don't just explain home trade and start writing the foreign trade, and at least give nothing less than highlight 6. Let me just put, because some of you just give 1, 6 differences. So if you want to explain, let's take for instance, home trade is the trade within a country, while that is what you use to differentiate them. If you don't use while, you can use whereas. So that is what you are to use. Or you can divide your note into 2. That is tabular form. Is that taken? Okay, thank you so much for that. Now let's provide answer for the question. What are the imported goods? Okay, number one. You can start typing your answer. We have electronics. If you write electronics, you can mark it. Electronics. We say we have generator. Generators. Vehicles. So if you write all these, you can mark. Shoes. Television. Phones. Then what about the exported goods? Exported goods. We have cocoa. Cocoa. Crude oil. Palm oil. And so on and so forth. So who got 10-10 from this brief test? Okay. Now let me go to the slide for those who want to write. This is the first slide. Second slide. The third slide. So the first note of the day is importance of commerce. Then we move to trade. That's the next slide. I hope you are taking note of that. Then we have this home trade. Types of home trade. Foreign trade. Types of foreign trade. And then the test. Home trade. Monty, can you see it now? Okay. Isabel, Jude, is that taken? Okay, thank you. That is the end of class for today. I wish you best of luck. Please read your notes and do the assignment. You are all welcome. Bye for now.